Hi, my name's Proton the Cheetah, and welcome to part 3 of what your Fursona species says about you. Now, if you're new here, let me tell you how this goes. So first, I will draw a random species out of this hat. And that is the species I'll be talking about. Simple, right? So, since this is part 3 of the series, make sure to go check out the other series if your species isn't talked about in this video, because it probably will be. And if it's not in this video or the previous videos, let me know in the comments below. I'll definitely get to it. With that out of the way, let's begin. Oh shoot. Alright, round 1. Sorry, I have to use my bare, ugly, disgusting, gross human hands for these. Oh, a classic choice. Foxes.
If you're a fox, I imagine you're either very mellow or you act like you down 10 Red Bulls every 10 minutes. You definitely have ADHD, or you have some sort of difficulty learning from school. Despite that, you don't hate learning, you just hate school, and you're surprisingly very educated in your special interest or fixation. Bonus points if it's STEM or machine related. Since you have a ton of interest, your room reflects that, looking like a crime scene with a ton of different things on your shelves, floors, walls, bed, or whatever you use to show off your memorabilia. Or you could be the other type of cluttered and constantly have dirty clothes and dirty dishes on the floor. With all this stuff in your room, you couldn't be bothered to eat healthy for once in a while, and you'd rather eat a bunch of dino nuggets, so even more dishes get stuck up in the corner of your room. Overall, you have a very vibrant and colorful personality, but you're also kind of unhealthy, so maybe you should eat something healthy for once in a while. Maybe a salad? And clean up your room for God's sake.
Round 2. I know like 90% of people have already clicked away because I've already done foxes, but we have to continue. Wah, 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 wah. Oh, I love these! We got raccoons! Let's go!
Much like foxes, your diet consists of literal trash. You stay up late and hate waking up early. You're probably alternative and are a frequent concert goer or a party goer. Wherever there's music, there's raccoons. You love mischief. You like starting it and observing it. For example, you probably chuckle when you see a little kid trip and hurt themselves. Despite being a troublemaker and a bit unprofessional, you just put up that front to make yourself more interesting, and you're actually really nice. But appearing too soft is not the vibe you want others to grasp. But you do get soft with your closest buddies. You know those memes of when you're grabbing your midnight snacks at 3 a.m. trying not to wake your parents? Yeah, that's you every night. If your Fursona's a raccoon, you're a night owl, a big snacker, and you cannot live without your music. Also, y'all give me big Kokichi vibes. You probably kid him in 2020. Imagine kidding Kokichi in 2020. Could it be me?
Round 3. We get... Oh my gosh, that is an awesome choice. Love sharks. We're doing sharks. We're doing sharks. We're doing sharks.
Ever since you could remember, the ocean has fascinated you. When you were younger, you dreamed of becoming a marine biologist. But since that hasn't worked out for you, you instead became the shark itself. And that's doing you pretty well. It goes without saying that you love to swim. Beach vacations are your favorite getaway spot. And saying goodbye to the beach is always the hardest thing you have to do each time you leave. This is because you feel a strong connection towards the sea. Like you weren't meant to live on land, but instead in the water. You hate the bad reputation sharks have. You're not a killer at all. In fact, you're always the kindest person in the room. I imagine you have autism too, and you really like marine biology. You probably want or have an aquarium full of fun fishes and really cool decorations. You're a naturally curious person, and you find yourself exploring surroundings deeper than others. All this exploring does make you a bit tired though, and you recharge by taking lots of naps. Finally, You really hate the movie Jaws, despite what others may think.
Round 4. What am I doing? Why am I dancing like this? We got circles. For the 2 people out there with circle personas, this is for you.
You're confused half the time while also being really smart. You don't know how you get good grades and excel in everything you do, but you do anyway. You're probably a big fan of science and sci-fi games and movies. This love for the out-of-this-world antics and complex sciencey stuff made it difficult for you to choose an existing animal for your Fursona. Nothing could capture the weirdness and the strangeness of the creature you desired. That's why you chose to be a Circle. Fluffy and weird, but not too cute or cuddly, just like you. Or you just really like cheese. Your personality can be best summed up in the word weird, and you embrace that. You love having fun and being the odd one out, but why would you ever want to be anything regular when you could be different? You also probably go merp unironically. You're the person in your friend group to know the most obscure fact about anything because you're full of knowledge, both academically and scientifically. If you're a Circle, let me know your favorite cheese dish in the comments.
Round 5. The final round. What does that say? Ooh! Skunks. Stinky, stinky, stinky.
Despite everyone assuming skunks smell, I imagine you guys smell actually pretty good, and you wear a fragrance or like to burn incense or candles. Like raccoons, you guys give me alternative vibes, but more so seem emo or punk. Your greatest flaw is that you're stubborn, really stubborn. You don't like it when people try to push you around or try to change you. You have a strong belief that the world just cannot rock away. Your stubbornness probably makes you super political. Bonus points if you're very far left-leaning. You were probably the weird kid in middle school, and you probably are still the weird kid now, but you don't let it get in the way that much. But for other things, you find yourself feeling sensitivity, though you don't like to admit it. Especially when you're left out again by your peers, but don't be upset. You have an amazing personality that better friends would enjoy. For example, you're compassionate, motivated, talented, fun, and unique. That weird kid vibes is what makes you interesting to be around. Finally, I would definitely pass you the aux, because I know your playlist is a straight banger.
Looks like we've run out of time for today's video. Wah, 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 I'm sorry. But if you like and comment, subscribe, and I get enough people to do that, then there'll be a part 4. Ah. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Was I right or was I right? If I was wrong, which I wasn't, let me know in the comments below. I'll do better next time. It's time to wrap things up. So, love you guys. Stay positive, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!